Britain was defeated 3 times. The Soviet Union fought for 10 years and left. America, with the world's most powerful military, stayed for 20 years and finally withdrew. Why? Why has Afghanistan never surrendered? 7 scientific reasons that show why no army can conquer this land. More than 75% of Afghanistan is mountainous. The Hindu Kush, Pamir, and Sulayman ranges with peaks over 7,000 meters high, deep valleys and narrow passes. What does this geography mean? Tanks and armored vehicles cannot move. The technological advantage of modern armies is eliminated. Delivering supplies and ammunition to troops is nearly impossible. But local warriors know these mountains like the back of their hand. In 1842, of the 16,500 British troops fleeing Kabul, only 1 person survived. The Soviets came with bombers, but the Mujahideen shot down their helicopters with Stinger missiles. America tried with drones and smart bombs but still failed, because the enemy was hidden in caves and remote villages. Conclusion? Geography is Afghanistan's first defense that no technology can break. In Afghan culture, honor and pride are everything. Honor means land, family, and independence. If a foreigner enters, they must be resisted at any cost. Afghans live by a code of honor, revenge, hospitality, and dignity. Death with honor is better than life with shame. That's why surrender is not an option. During the war with the Soviets, entire villages were destroyed, but people still resisted, because surrendering means losing honor. The same happened in the war with America. Even from distant villages that weren't bombed, people volunteered to fight. This culture is the fuel of endless resistance that no bomber can destroy. Afghanistan is not a unified country, but rather a collection of tribes and local groups, each operating independently. In conventional wars, you capture the capital and the war ends. But in Afghanistan, it doesn't work. Even if you take Kabul, hundreds of tribes still resist independently. America captured Kabul in 2001, and everyone thought the war was over. But the Taliban retreated to tribal areas and started the resistance, because there was no central government to destroy. In Afghanistan, tribal elders hold the real power, not the government. This means even if the government surrenders, tribes continue to fight. Conclusion: fighting Afghanistan is like fighting a hydra. Every head you cut off, 2 more emerge. When a foreign force attacks Afghanistan, the war becomes a religious jihad. Jihad is an extremely powerful spiritual motivation. Fighters believe that if they are killed, they become martyrs and enter paradise. No professional army can compete with this type of motivation. Mullahs and clerics can mobilize thousands of volunteers. Even people from other countries can come and participate in jihad. During the war with the Soviets, the Mujahideen declared it a holy jihad and received millions of dollars in aid from Islamic countries and the West. In the war with America, the Taliban did the same. Conclusion: you cannot destroy a religious belief with bombs. Afghanistan is in a strategic position, and regional and global powers always interfere. During the war with the Soviets, America, Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan supported the Mujahideen. They provided weapons, money, and Stinger missiles. Without this support, the Mujahideen couldn't have defeated the Soviets. During the war with America, the Taliban received support from Pakistan. Taliban leaders had refuge in Pakistan, received medical treatment, and rebuilt their forces. Why does this support continue? Because Afghanistan is a strategic point for controlling Central Asia and energy routes. Every rival power supports opponents to weaken the foreign force. Conclusion: Afghanistan's resistance always has a source of weapons, money, and support. Afghanistan has had over 40 years of continuous war. Several generations grew up with weapons and learned war tactics from childhood. Afghan fighters learn from age 10 to 12 how to shoot rifles, how to move in the mountains, and how to ambush. This experience is passed from generation to generation. During the war with America, many Taliban commanders were the same people who fought against the Soviets. They had 30-40 years of combat experience, in contrast to American soldiers who often had only a few months of experience. Conclusion: when you fight a nation that has generations of combat experience, you are in a weaker position. The final reason is the strategy of attrition warfare. Western armies try to minimize casualties because every soldier killed creates domestic political pressure, but Afghan resistance is willing to accept heavy losses. Why? Because they believe martyrdom is an honor, and they know foreign armies don't have patience in the long term. Their strategy is simple: attack every day, every week, every month until the enemy gets tired. The Soviets lost 15,000 soldiers in 10 years, creating enormous domestic pressure. America also, with low casualties, 2,400 people in 20 years, but the financial cost and public fatigue led to their withdrawal.